wash, rinse, repeat, but it doesn't say how many times. I've used nearly the whole bottle. Well, all right. Never waste a good change of clothes. Let's go toy hunting. What do you know? No, really. What do you know? I know that unless I get out there and do my thing, I will always wonder. Always. What could have been? That's fun, but I saw Andre with this one the other day. Greenlight packaging sucks. I like the Ford Thunderbird. Not bad. Patronus. Patronus overpriced. Oh, my knees just exploded. Ouch. That's a neat set. 20? Not quite that neat though. A few low power Challenger sets up there as well. Funny cars. And the Hearst Shift, which I think I've seen before. I'm not sure. Lots of Plymouth sets. Warming the pegs. Oh, and then the next thing Naz was saying to look for him, anyway, that he'd be looking for, would be the Back to the Future skateboards, which I assume have no wheels on them. I don't know. Triple check the downstairs. My God, that's a huge. Oh, I see. It's an RC. All right. So yeah, they moved all of the die-cast to a different row and locked up a bunch of stuff, which, you know, sign of the times. But oh hey, Nazar. Why is it on clearance for $250? What's wrong with it? Seriously, is there something missing? What am I? Oh, I mean, you know, I don't need a Subaru, but interesting. That is cool. Man, I'm not into dump trucks, but that's cool. Let's see, trash, cement, trash, and more trash. That's cool. I wonder if that's a Chase or something. It's heavy. Feels good. $6. The Volvo sets, but not really. And nothing really happening in the main lines. I've got like B and E cases in, I think. Yeah. So, cool stuff and all, but don't need any of it. Oh well. Onward. And of course, you know, the question of how much time I would actually put into this. These are fairly fresh. I mean, I feel like there's something in here. It's for Maggie. But I'm not gonna toss it in today. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna toss the bin. This is me not tossing the bin. Oh, somebody already has, obviously. RX-7's everywhere. Oh boy. Oh, go look at clearance before we leave. Feel like they can do better. These are really good for say like 3 3/4 inch figures. Kind of sit on these pretty well. Get that in frame. These Harleys are actually pretty cool. I have an all black one for a Black Widow figure that I found at a $350. It's not a clearance. Lady J still hanging at $9. I feel so bad for you, Lady J. Oh wow, $7 for that now. I love the vehicles, but I'm not gonna do it. And oh wow, if you want those Tony Hawk sets, those are here. And $2 for an ugly, stubby little Lamborghini. So sad. So sad. That was just honestly a stop to get some breakfast. But, sorry, Godfather. What can I tell you? You know, gotta have what you gotta have. Nothing much in there. Didn't really expect much in there, but they restyled the whole place. So I'm gonna go look at the other one too. Maybe the other ones, I don't know. Come with me. You just sit right there and let me do all the driving. All right, for the record, I ain't expecting jack shit in here. I don't like this Walmart. I don't come in here very often because it's a pit. And here's why. Not a good goddamn thing. And what's here has been fairly picked over and stolen on. Huh. What a surprise. This whole Walmart blows my dork. Nothing in the Matchbox. For my car. I wonder. Feels substantial. I wonder if that's just the packaging though. And nothing else really happening down at this end of things. Whoa. Interesting. Good old Pokemon. That's sharp. This load out of the Tank-N-Eater. I do. But other than that, nothing that I'm looking for. I am certain. It's so good to be able to walk up to an entire display, give it a once-over look, and say, nope, don't need of that. So, finding die-cast at the local Walzers. I don't ever buy anything at the airport Walmart here in town because they have had such a problem with theft that they have shut down all of the aisles of self-checkout, and they have security all over the place, and then they have like 2 people working checkout. So round about lunchtime, when I'm, my musician ass is getting out at around noon, then I run into the clogs that causes when you don't allow people who are reasonable and checking out in your store to just use the self-checkout like an adult. We can't be trusted with that here in Salem. We can't have nice things. Wow, coming through. Coming in hot, mother. We can't have nice things here in the state capital because there's too much consumer theft. Stop me when I sound bitter. Would have been a dog's age ago. Onward to the next place. Here's the deal on Americans and self-checkout. We can't be trusted. We have problems with people in our society stealing these days. COVID really kind of kicked it into overdrive. People became desperate for a lot of reasons, and also they took advantage of situations where people were told not to confront, and there was a virus going around and all this other stuff, and it was kind of the perfect storm for a form of fiscal reliability that we were not ready for in this country, in many parts of our country anyway. And I came from the Midwest, where they instituted self-checkout a couple of decades ago. It was probably not good there to begin with, but then grocery stores and etc. fell in with the fact that they needed employees to enforce those situations. Even though they weren't running a cash register, they were making sure that things were going correctly. Now, the next step, of course, for Walmart is in all of its locations to cut way back on people because self-checkout was in place. Then they have people stealing from them, and they don't have employees anymore because they got rid of that entire strata of employment in their company. So now they have overworked and beleaguered loss prevention people working with police that simply don't have the time or the facility, maybe, in some cases, to deal with these situations. So all of that has kind of brought me to wanting, honestly, to become involved in loss prevention. I feel like I don't care what the job pays. I just want to be in my neighborhood and, be able to know that people aren't going to steal. So it's this whole stupid thing, right? Where you can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. That said, we're going to another Walmart. This one's the Lancaster Wally. It's kind of it's had its own problems with theft, and they have shut all of their self-checkouts down as well. So and this is the place, if you're following along with your scorecard, everybody, this is the place that, to my knowledge, has still not replaced the door to the handicap stall. Maybe I'll go ask about that today. My body hurts a lot today, and so I'm gonna say, don't get old. There's no point in getting old. I used to think it would be cool to grow up, but then, because I could buy my own cigarettes and my own booze, and I could vote. Well, I quit smoking about 20 years ago. Quit drinking somewhere around 20 years ago, maybe a little more. We all know how that voting bullshit's gone on. So yeah, it's nothing but a sore back and bad knees. Still got a good love life though. Not that you needed to know that. Awesome. Might as well look the rest of it over, I guess. That's interesting. Oh. More of those Oldsmobiles. Oh, Bread Boys. I thought it said Dead Boys. I was like, okay, punk out. Yeah. Yep. Oof, duh.
We're here at Ross. Ross. Ross.
Lots of firewood. No, what?
Oh, para hacer gomas, mamá.
$3 for the moth. Phoenix. $3. That's actually that would actually be desirable. Leonardo? Oh, dude. $10. Leonardo, man. Let's see what else. Ready to hold my junk. The garbage controller, I mean. The Ice King. I know, has kind of negative connotations to me now. Alright. Oops. Pre-built Gundam. Who buys pre-built Gundam? All right. I gotta go. Gotta go. So, I was just thinking, why is it that every Prius driver is a complete dingle? People in those early adopter hybrid cars now looked like the people who bought a Zune. Remember the Zune? Yeah. You know, or OG Apple with like, you know, like a half a gig of space. Why is that?